2 weeks ago, but in today's video, we're going to be transforming a gown to a two-piece. Like, we're making a two-piece from a gown. I know. Someone actually suggested it, so I decided to give it a try. I actually wanted to do it before, but then since someone suggested it, just like made more sense. Because I'm doing it for you guys after all. Also, someone said I should do a get to know me. I know you guys wanted to get to know me. That'll just be my next video. So if you have any question you want to ask, you can just like check out my Instagram story. I'm going to put the question tag probably on Wednesday or Thursday. That should be all. Oh, and yeah, this top that I'm wearing is the tip top from the last story. If you made your own now, you could have been twinning. But no, you decided to have coconut head.
I'm not a fear God. I get coconut head.
I'm sorry. See you guys in my next video. The question tag. Alright, yeah, I hope your year has been good. And please don't forget to stay safe. Don't forget to wear your mask. I think that's all. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share, most importantly. Alright guys, so this is what I'm making today. Get the things you need, and please, if you have a stretchy fabric, use that, because you know I'm not adding zip or anything, so it will be easy to wear. Now I'm just marking out the length I need for the top. Then I'm cutting it out. So I'm going to use the lower part for the skirt. So yeah, we're just going to do simple maths. Now yeah, I measured the full width of the fabric, the upper part, that's 21 inches. Then you measure your bust, whatever you get as your bust, divide it by 2. Then when you divide it by 2, you subtract that 2 from the 21 inches. In this case it's 21 inches, so I'm subtracting 21 inches from 17, that's 4 inches. Then I mark out 2 inches on both sides to give us what we need, the accurate measurement. I'm going to do the same thing for the waist, or wherever you want your top to stop. Yeah, I'm marking out like 4 inches on both sides, which means the excess was about 8 inches. Now when you measure, you see that you still get the correct measurement. Waist was 28, and when I checked I got 14, which means it was accurate. So now you're just going to connect your bust and your waist. The line is not supposed to be straight. It's actually okay. Just cut out and mark this one. This is how the line is meant to be. When I'm sewing, I'm going to rectify that other part. So when you're done with this, just pin it down and then start to sew along your traced line. If you have a top that fits well, you can just place it on the fabric and then sew. Place it on the fabric, mark the line, trace it along, and then sew just like we normally do. Yeah, I'm leaving out some inches. You can see I'm not sewing directly on the job. It's because when I was measuring it, I added sewing allowance. Do the same thing on the other side. The next thing we're going to do is make the sleeves. It's just like tiny sleeves. I used elastic band for the sleeves, so you can just get a yard of elastic, whatever color you want. Now I'm cutting it in half. I definitely don't need up to half. I was too lazy to measure, so please measure when you want to do yours. So essentially what we're doing is just covering it up. You know it is open, so I'm just going to close it up. I'm not going to sew how we normally sew when we're joining fabrics. Yeah, just sewing along the edge, kinda. So just cover it up. I'm going to do this for both I don't know what's called a rope thingy. So yeah, for both sleeves. Don't make your thread too long, or you're just going to have problems when you're sewing, because you're going to keep on tangling and tangling. Now I'm done with both of them. Next thing I'm going to do is close up the top and bottom of the blouse. For that I'm just going to like double fold it to make it neat. Fold it once, then fold it again to make it neat. I do this on both the upper and lower part. Fold it once, and you don't need to fold that much, just like half of an inch or a full inch. Now I'm going to start sewing. When you're sewing, always open the joining of the two fabrics, like what I did here. Sew along the edge, and as always, don't let like too much thread show on the outer part of your clothes, so people won't know that you're sewing with your hand. But if you have a machine, all these things will be like easy. As you can see, I opened it, what I was trying to explain. Now I'm done with both the upper and lower parts. That's given us like the shape of a blouse. Now I'm going to fix the sleeves. For this, I'm marking out 4 inches from the armhole. Yeah, from the armhole, or from the edge of the fabric. Do it on both sides, on all 4 sides actually. That's the front and back. Make sure it's the same 4 inches. Now I'm just going to sew it down. Make it as firm as possible. Do this on all the 4 parts. When I finished, it was obviously too long, so I cut it out again, which was just a waste of time. So don't be like me. Thank you. So now we're done with the blouse, and we're moving to the skirt. If you have a skirt that fits well, please use it. If your material is stretchy, use a stretchy skirt. If your material is not stretchy, use a non-stretchy skirt. Simple. So I'm going to do the same thing we did with the blouse. We're measuring the waist, half of your waist, the full width of the fabric, then you subtract from whatever you get as half of your waist. Yeah, I'm marking out 5 inches, which means the excess was 10 inches. Okay, 14. See that what we have left on the other side will be 5 too. Okay, I did not show it, I'm sorry. The thing was too long when I put everything, when I compiled it, so I cut out a lot. Okay, now I'm marking the hip line. I'm using 5 inches. You can use 5 inches too. That's the distance from the waist to the hip, and we're also going to mark our hip. Yeah, do the same thing. Measure your hip, divide by 2, then measure the full length of the the full width of the fabric. Now I'm going to subtract it from whatever you get as half of your hip. So I'm marking out 3 inches and half here. When I measure this, I'm going to get half of my hip. Then you see that on the other side too, I think I showed it here. On the other side, I'll also get that 3.5 inches. Yeah, which means this is correct. So now you're going to connect your waist with your hip. If you have a ruler, use a ruler to draw the line. My hand is not straight. I don't know why I was even attempting to use my hand. I ended up using a ruler. I see that the other side is like curved. Wow, this is how the line is meant to be, not how it looks on the other side. So if you have a ruler, or if you have a dress that you can use as a template. Now I'm just going to sew it down. Make it firm, make it as firm as possible. So what's good, guys? Okay, do this on the second side too. Now I feel like I could have cut out more parts. But anyhow, I think it's better for it to be long so you can like understand every bit of it. Now I'm done sewing. The next thing I'm going to do is close it up. I'm closing the lower part first. I wanted to add a slit. I don't know how I forgot. Yeah, I supposed to add this slit before closing it up, but I still freestyled it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm closing up. This is the lower part of the skirt. You're going to close it up how you close up the blouse. And yeah, when you're marking your skirt down, since it's a pencil skirt, you're going to like be reducing the line. Like it's not just going to be straight down. You're going to give it the shape of like a pencil skirt, but also don't make it too pencil so your leg can move freely. So I'm done with the lower part. Now I'm about to stitch the upper part. Yeah, the folding is going to be a bit different. You're still folding twice, but one of them is going to be like bigger. Like fold it big, then fold a tiny one inside. I'll do it this way because we are passing elastic through. When we fold it the way we folded the lower part, we're not going to be able to pass the elastic through. So fold one, a smaller one. The smaller one is just to make it neat. If you do it once, the rough part of the fabric is going to be showing. Yeah, I'm going to leave like an inch or two for the elastic to pass through. I'm just sewing it down. For the folding, don't forget, it's as if you're folding like one big inch, then you're just folding in like quarter of an inch from that big inch. But the other one is like you're folding one big inch, but you're folding two different halves. Yeah, this is when I was cutting out the slit. I cut out 4 inches. Then you just fold and sew. I'm basically just freestyling it here. But it still gave me what I was looking for. So that's it. Yeah. So how many times have I said sew now? Okay, so the elastic is going to be the same length as your waist. So you just cut out whatever the measurement of your waist is, and then you pass it through the casing, pin it down on the other side so it doesn't like enter. So when you're dragging it out, the other end doesn't like enter too, because you're going to sew it down together, the two ends of the elastic. When you are passing it through this part where the fabric was joined, it might be a little bit tricky, but opening the joining is going to make sure it passes through. So that's like why we need to open the joining so the elastic can pass through. If you don't open it, it's not going to be able to pass through. So yeah, I'm just sewing it down together. Apparently what I measured as my waist was bigger, so I needed to adjust it later. I think I just finished eating when I measured it. So after this, you are just going to sew down the parts that we left. Sew it down. Don't sew on the elastic. to the fabric, and we're done with our two-piece. This is what it looks like. We apply gloss. You guys, I'm in love with the outcome. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.